Right, Southampton versus Chelsea match preview. Matches are coming thick and fast from here on in. Let's get on with this.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Southampton versus Chelsea match preview is upon us. Look, I have to be honest. I watched Southampton play against Man United just the weekend that just finished in the watch along. I had a watch along on my channel. And if you guys watched that particular match, you'd probably agree that Southampton maybe deserves something out of that. One of the biggest issues Southampton has is they don't have quality up front. So, the chances they were creating, or, half chances they were creating, there wasn't any proper lethal striker up front to put those things away. They've got Che Adams, who's a decent enough player. He's done damage against us, but on a regular basis, Che Adams is not going to be able to provide the goods. They've got some quality players. Kyle Walker-Peters was posing a lot of issues for Man United on that right side. Malacia was actually very, very good. In midfield, they've got some new players there. In defense, obviously Salisu, Gineppo, and a few other people. Overall, it's a decent team. They're physical, they press well, they're organized. The issue is they just lack a bit of quality, but this ain't going to be easy. Man United, I know they're not up to the scratch at the moment. Similar to us as well. We're not really up to the mark at the moment as well. We are work in progress, hoping that it gets better and better. But look, I still expect us to win. I expect us to win. God, there we should have enough quality in the likes of Sterling, in the likes of Cucurella, in the likes of many other players that we have. We should have Koulibaly back. So for me, yes, they're going to press well. And we've been a bit, suspect with teams that press recently. Obviously, we've seen Leeds. But we have to do the job over there. Last season, we did very well at the end of the season. I think we pumped them, 6, 7, 8-0? I can't exactly remember. It might have been 6-0. Might have been more, actually. I don't know whether we can expect that same sort of style of, result, but I'm hoping we can get at least 2-0 victory, or maybe a 2-1 victory again. I can't picture how Southampton scores, and I know our defense hasn't been the greatest recently. Unless there's proper blunders from us, I can't see how they really, really penetrate us. But this may come back to bite me in the backside. They could possibly just do the madness. They're just a James Ward-Prowse free kick or a set piece away from getting things done. But look, overall, we should be able to get the job done. Let's look at all the things that's happening on social media in regards to this particular match, most specifically looking at the press conference. But before that, this is some positive vibes in Chelsea FC camp ahead. This is Southampton, Chelsea, all the players just warming up, doing a little bit of training drill, keeping up the ball. Seems very happy. The mood is happy, which is great. Great to see. This is how you harness, and this is how you kickstart something special. So hopefully this positive vibes continues on. And with all these players, mass exodus of players that have left Chelsea Football Club and will still be leaving, you'd think that now, Thomas Tuchel will have a playing group that he wants to keep, and that he believes should be working hard for him. So this is what Thomas Tuchel had to say in the press conference. Right now, I think we could need more players in some positions, but it's very close to the end of transfer window. And when September 1st comes, I will be happy to coach no matter what happens. Further goes on to say, I will try to find a solution and not think about what might have happened or what could be. Everything that matters is reality. And at the moment against Leicester, what mattered was finding a win. Yeah, look, really wasn't the most polished performance against Leicester, but what matters is the 3 points. And especially being a man down against Leicester, it showed good tenacity, good grit, good mentality to be able to get that win. What will matter at Southampton is the same: find a way to win, step up individually, and push the team from my side. This is what we will do no matter if the players come or not. So, look, I still hope we have players coming through before the end of transfer window, but it's going to be good to have Thomas Tuchel back into the sidelines and then get that, that tactical sort of support from that sideline, and also, I suppose, just overall that confidence, seeing your gaffer on the side. Thomas Tuchel on not picking Cesar Azpilicueta. I feel like Azpilicueta is probably going to play this particular match. We'll do the lineup very soon. I'm going to start Azpilicueta, and I'll tell you why. At the moment, it's one of the toughest decisions. He trains so well and is in such good shape and status mentally. He's pushing everybody and he's fully committed. It's what you want. You know you're not going to get anything less from Azpilicueta. He's an absolute pro. But if we play 4-4-2, it's between him or Reece James. It's a luxury problem we have. But when we changed to back five against Leicester, we had the chance to have both of them on the pitch, of course, because you can have an extra defender. Without tough decisions, we will get nowhere. We are used to competing for every title at Chelsea, competing at the highest level. If we don't have tough decisions, it will simply not happen. Absolutely understood. Thomas Tuchel on players' uncertain futures. When they leave the building, they have their phone on and they will get calls. Think about their future, their next step, and there is a World Cup coming that everyone talks about and thinks about. This is one of the biggest things at the moment for Christian Pulisic. His apparent situation at Chelsea right now has been blocked, and there is a World Cup just around the corner. It looks like we're going to keep him. At the moment, I accept it's like this, but from September 1, there are no more excuses and no more distractions. 100% agreed. I'm very, very happy when the transfer window is over, because when we have different leverage to push players, and then the commitment has to be 100% and will not accept 99%. Absolutely agreed. The reality is that sometimes in the last days of the window, you have to simply accept it. No matter what you wish, it's the reality. Further goes on to say, in regards to midfield, the headache before the season was whether we had too many players there, but it comes to the fifth game and maybe we only have two left with experience in this position, and Cover from the bench only returning. So look, Cover is probably not ready. Kante is still injured. Gallagher is suspended. So yeah, you may say we've got a lot of midfielders, but we're running out of midfielders. Mateo Kovacic is not ready to play full matches at the Premier League level, as he only had a week after training after his injury. It is a strange situation, a situation we don't like. I still think he's going to feature off the bench, though. I don't know why we are in this situation. Actually, it is like this, and we still have something to think about over the team selection, or maybe not, because it's so obvious who we have left. I would love to see us start using Chukwuemeka. Thomas Tuchel on Kalidou Koulibaly. Yes, he's already a leader. He's a fantastic player and has fantastic personality. I'm so happy with what I see. Not only that we convinced him to come to the club, but how he behaves and trains. I see a lot of quality and everything that is needed to be a leading figure at Chelsea. He will be on the pitch at Southampton. He's a massive player for us, and there's no doubt about that. I had absolutely no doubt that Kalidou Koulibaly would start. Let's get into the lineup, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado. Mendy, look, he was very good against Leicester. There was a couple of mistakes here and there, but overall his shot stopping was unbelievable. And he actually helped us out massively, or else Vardy would have got the victory for Leicester, or would have got some points. Koulibaly comes straight back in as LCB. In the middle, I'm a bit torn. Silva or not Silva? Do I want to risk him again? There's another match coming in the weekend against West Ham. This is where I don't want to keep playing Silva week in, week out, a match in, match out. Like, this match comes very soon, and he did exert a lot of energy against Leicester as well with a man down. Look, for me, I need to play Silva, man. I do, but I'm worried. But I'd probably play Silva because right now I really can't trust anyone else. There's no Wesley Fofana. So as you can imagine, if Wesley Fofana was here, he would have played. Maybe against West Ham, Wesley Fofana plays. Aspie for me plays in this side. I know some people could say Chalobah, but I want to have Aspie there. You feel a lot more assured with Aspie, and Aspie should be fresh. We need some fresh legs on that RCB position. I really don't want to see Reece James there. So I want to start seeing Reece James in these areas. That's where we are so potent in attack when Reece James plays those areas. We've seen already Leicester assist, and I think previously as well he got an assist elsewhere. It might have been against Everton, maybe. Just potent, very potent on that right side, and as a wing back, I want him there. In the middle, no Gallagher. Kovacic won't start. No Kante. I think it's self-explanatory in here. It's going to be Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Jorginho has to continue. He's another player that is now starting to play too many matches already early in the piece. We've got West Ham coming up, then there's going to be Champions League. But we don't have a particular solution for Jorginho. I would have played Ampadu, but Ampadu seems like someone who's going to be leaving the football club. It is what it is. This is how Thomas Tuchel feels. Cucurella is going to be the left wing back. Now, see how I've done this particular formation, ladies and gentlemen. 3-5-2 with a cam. I'm going to keep that cam for you right at the end. It's a surprise. Sterling. Now, lots of talk about Havertz and Mason Mount. I can't have Mason Mount start this game. He's been poor from the get-go this season. In fact, I even called out last season there was several moments where he was poor. Yes, he got away with goals and assists, and yes, he got Chelsea Player of the Season. But that doesn't necessarily mean that he absolutely blew things apart. That just means that people around him weren't setting it up on fire either. So by default, he ended up getting, and if anything, maybe Silva probably could have got it. But look, regardless, he got that Player of the Season. This season, from pre-season, hasn't been good. These 4 matches hasn't been good. He needs to be dropped. He needs a reality check. He needs to go down in the drawing board and find out what's going on. The way we played post him being subbed off against Leicester was sensational. So for me, look, Mason Mount, you can take a break. I have to start using Pulisic. We need to harness some proper competition in this squad now. I mean, if we're going to keep Pulisic, even though he doesn't want to stick around because it is a World Cup season, he wants to go and play regular football. He wanted a loan move, but apparently Todd Bowley is the one who's blocked it. So since we've blocked the move, and that probably would have got some sort of confirmation or some sort of backing from Thomas Tuchel, I would like to see Thomas Tuchel using him and harness good competition. Show Mount that Pulisic has taken your position, and I hope Pulisic really takes this opportunity and works hard and makes sure he can get another game after this. You play well, you're assured for the next game. So Pulisic for me, I would love to see Sterling, Pulisic. Sterling maybe more from the left, Pulisic more from the right. See how that combination happens. Sterling with Cucurella, Pulisic with Reece James. Now the question is that middle player, who do you give that a chance to? Look, from the glimpses that I saw, Kai Havertz in that match against Leicester, just playing behind Sterling, he looked good. Yes, Havertz hasn't been good as well this season. No doubt about that. Not taking anything away from him, just the way we've gone after Mount. Similarly, Havertz hasn't been good. But at least with Havertz, bits and pieces, there's been glimpses where he's been good. I want to see Havertz in this cam position be more of a playmaker. Find those passes. There was a moment against Leicester where there was a counter and he laid a nice pass to Cucurella. I want to see those sort of moments more. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my team. I just want to see how that front three works out. More Havertz as a cam and stringing those passes to Sterling, Pulisic, and linking up with Cucurella, Reece James, and the midfield. And having Reece James coming from deep into these areas as well to do the damage. As I said, Southampton ain't going to be easy. I'm hoping for maybe 2-0, 2-1 victory again. It's not going to be a pretty match. We are still a work in progress. We still need a lot of players to come through. I hope we get at least Aubameyang in or another attacking player, if not 2 more attacking players on top of Aubameyang. I hope we get Aubameyang, to be honest. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my team. That's my score prediction. Let me know how you feel about it. What's your score prediction? How you feel about moving into this match? Momentum. We need to start building momentum. We cannot have a win against Everton, a very good performance against Spurs, and then a thrashing against Leeds, and then a gutsy performance against Leicester, and then not do anything against Southampton. We have to back it up with another win against Southampton. Man United just beat Southampton. Not the prettiest game, but they still got the victory. We need to be able to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my thoughts. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you have. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. We'll see you guys for the watch along and then the review. Till then, see ya.